Many times when we're called or contacted by a client that's looking to get a title for a car, they inquire about, well, can I get an abandoned car process? Well, the abandoned car title idea is kind of an urban legend. There are some processes that kind of relate to abandoned cars, but they're not usually designed for the scenario that you might be encountering. The process is more designed for a towing company that towed a car from a commercial parking lot or from the side of the road at the request of a police officer. It's abandoned, and what they do is they bring it to their towing yard, they keep it there for 45 or 60 days, they file affidavits that they tried to contact the owner, they put an ad in the newspaper for anybody to come forward, and then they auction the car off. The buyer at that auction can get a title. It's not a process used just to get a title for a specific person. It's not a title for you, it's a title for the towing company to sell. If you have an abandoned car on your property and you just want to get rid of a nuisance vehicle, there's a way to do that. You can call a police officer or a towing company and they'll tow it away. It's not finders keepers, like here's a car, I want to get it. There's a process to get a title for a car, but it may not be exactly what you're looking for. First of all, is it your property you own? If you own property and the car is there that is not yours, the question's going to be asked, how did it get there? Do you know whose car it is? Do you know who put it there? If it's, for example, you have an apartment complex and a tenant lived there and they moved out and left a car there, you have to disclose that you know the origin of the car. You can't just call and say, there's a car in my driveway and it's abandoned. Well, they're going to want to find out how it got there. People don't just put cars in driveways. If you're the property owner, you may have some rights. If you're not the owner of the property where the car is, it may be difficult to do. You're going to have to sign affidavits under oath of where that car came from. In fact, this process was so abused even by towing companies that in the state of Indiana, they canceled the process even to be used by a licensed company. So it's something where the DMV state governments don't want to issue titles on these mechanics liens or abandoned process. If you have a car that you've acquired and you're missing a title, there's probably other ways to get a title. Don't focus in on this abandoned process because it doesn't normally apply to most scenarios.